the
personally.
inclusions you were talking about may have affected you personally at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think understanding my privilege, and also I moved into this neighborhood
Okay.
out of Capitol Hill, which is an affordable space, or
Okay.
used to be an affordable space for kind of young individuals. I was a teacher before I came here.
Yeah. Okay.
And so,
Always an education background, then, it seems like. Yeah.
yeah, and so just being here and understanding that I was part of that process of gentrification and making a choice, like, oh, I can afford and I can live in Five Points.
Yeah.
And people saying, oh, you're living in Five Points? And just this idea now, what it is now.
Was it seen as wrong side of the tracks at the time, or was it seen?
Depending on who you asked.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And I think if you asked someone who knows the history of the neighborhood,
Yeah.
don't feel that way.
Right, of course
but I
not.
think if
Yeah.
you ask someone who lives down in the suburbs, they're like, ooh.
Who's going to evaluate it economically primarily?
Yeah, and racially.
And racially. of course.
Yeah. So I think that is part of it. I just feel the need to preserve or help support preserve
Yeah.
things, and
So that's
ensure
always on your mind as you're serving this role then. Okay.
trying.
Yeah.
And it's not my place. At Redline, what we do is we respond and bring people in for conversation and find people to lead those conversations. So I might facilitate conversations, but I'm not necessarily, I personally care about it, but I'm not necessarily putting my own opinion on it per se.
Okay.
I'm more
Facilitator.
trying to get people who know what they're talking about into
okay.
the conversation.
Right, you're the one who finds the experts.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and I love facilitating it. That's
Yeah.
why the teacher part.
Yeah, right.
But less
That
of
makes
being
sense.
like, oh, I know because I lived in this neighborhood. Well, I lived in it, but I was part of the problem.
Right.
So.
But
just-
you're also, through education and initiatives, trying to counterbalance that.
Yeah, and Redline is accessible in comparison to a lot of contemporary art centers.
Correct, yeah, that's very
Yeah,
true.
yeah. And that
Yeah.
that is, I mean, the goal of being accessible and community responsive is
Yeah.
key to what we do. And it's really just
Well, that's why
getting
this
better
is
and
the
better
only
at
reason
it.
I'm here is because this is for socially engaged art.
Yeah, which we're
Yeah, I think it's
really happy that you came
Oh, I
and made
appreciate
that
that.
happen.
Yeah, no,
Because it's
in line with my values and goals artistically at this point. So
good.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk
Yeah,
with me about it.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm excited for
Yeah, we'll see what turns out tomorrow.
Yeah.